Hey guys. So I actually have yet to film like a talking portion of this video yet because I haven't had like found a good place. Airport, so I'm sitting on the top like deck. There's like a couple little like decks with seating areas. I'm sitting up here and there are a couple people around, so I don't want to like disturb anyone or like weird anyone out, but it's fine because I picked like a secluded area where no one else is sitting. Probably because this table was a mess when I sat down and I wiped it off with a makeup wipe. There's a travel hack for you. I'm currently in Norway. I'm in the Bergen airport. I left yesterday, I guess, yesterday afternoon. I flew out of the St. Pete airport at 1:30 and I arrived in New York. We arrived at like 4. Shirt is from the thrift store. I put this on it. Sweater is from also the thrift store. Pants are from Target. They're just leggings. Converse shoes. Glasses are from Plato's Closet. And yeah, that's my outfit. And then I had a layover until 8:30. We boarded the plane, so we had a layover there until 8:30. And then we flew from 8:30 to 9 in the morning, but it was only a 6-hour flight because there's a 6-hour time difference. So 9 this morning we landed in Norway. And now I have an 8-hour layover until I leave for Germany. So I'm flying from here to Munich. My flight takes off at 5 and it's currently 1:40, so I've wasted some of my time, as you can see here. But I haven't really had a chance to like actually sit down and vlog because the other 2 airports that I was at were so small that every time you were sitting down, you were sitting almost right next to another person. So I didn't want to weird anybody. I kind of waited to do any sort of talking portion until now. but security has been a nightmare as always. Not because of the agents or anything, it's none of their fault. It's just because I am traveling with so much stuff and I have a lot of like weird shaped items in my luggage. So what happened was, when I was packing my bag, I realized like that it felt kind of heavy and it had to be under 40 pounds. So I'm going to Germany for a year, so I had a lot of stuff in there. I weighed it and it was like 56 pounds. So I took out all except for 2 sweaters. Oh, personal hygiene items. So like I had just bought a full thing of face wash to take with me. I left that at home because my bag was too heavy. So then we get to the airport and my bag is still 3 pounds over. So I took out my pair of rain boots that were in my bag. So I had to get rid of a lot of my items. I said goodbye to my family. It was very tearful. I think my mom actually got a video of us because we were all posing for a picture and then she accidentally took a video instead of a picture. So maybe I'll put that clip in here. Then I went through TSA. My coworker and my sister had bought me gummy worms and Werther's Originals and Reese's Pieces to put in my bag so I could snack on them. And I go through security and my carry-on goes through and the agent is like, oh, you have something in here, you have candy in here or something. I did, and he was like, I have to go through it, I have to make sure that it's just candy and not like drugs or something. And I'm like, well, go for it, right? Because it's not drugs, so you can look at the candy. And so he like goes through my bag and like pulls out the candy and he's like, okay, it's just candy. But he had to like take out my teddy bear, and so then he was like putting the teddy bear back in and he was like, okay, Mr. Teddy Bear, we're gonna put you back in here. And so he was really nice and like funny. And at the St. Pete airport, because it's so small, it took me probably 6 minutes max, including that little like search that he had to do. I just kind of hung around the terminal, listened to some music. I actually made a friend named James. We started talking. He goes to school in the UK, so we talked a little bit. He was on my flight. He plays trombone and we swap numbers so that we can get in contact with each other if I'm ever around where he is. He can show me around. He was really nice, and it was nice to like have someone to talk to because it was like really sad to leave my family and I felt very alone, and then like to talk to someone else was really nice. So then we got on the plane, flew. We didn't sit together, we had different tickets, but when we landed, we met again at baggage claim, and that airport was also very, very small. There were 4 terminals, I think. The first airport had a little bodega that sold like pre-made sandwiches and coffee, I think, and that's like it. The next airport that I was in had a Quiznos and then a little bodega, and that was it. So we talked for a bit, we grabbed Quiznos together, we hung out, and it was very fun. I had a 4-hour layover, so I think we spent 2 hours hanging out and talking, and that was really nice to like take some time to like actually talk to another human. And then we separated, we went through security again. When I went through security this time, so my outfit, I'm wearing the same outfit because I slept on a plane and I didn't want to change clothes, is like a long shirt over leggings. So I stand in like the x-ray machine and she's like, well, something set it off, and it was like right in like the underwear butt region. So she's like, I have to perform like a search. Do you have any like metal objects? And I'm like, no, I'm wearing leggings, like there's nothing metal in here. So she's like, well, I think it's your long shirt, I think that's what set it off. And I'm like, how does that work with the x-ray? So she had to like go through and like do the waistband and then like up the leg and down the leg. Whatever, I don't care. So she was like, okay, you're all good to go. And then I like went through, but like every single time I've gone through security so far, I've had an issue. Charged my phone on my portable charger. I was so hungry, but I didn't want to grab my food because by the time I realized that I was hungry after Quiznos, like we were already supposed to be boarding. So I didn't want to go get something and then start boarding and have me miss something. So I didn't get food, and then we board. By the time we're in the air, it's like 10 p.m. and this is only a 6-hour flight, but because there's a 6-hour time difference, when I get there 12 hours will have passed. We took off at 8 and we landed at 9 in the morning. So that's like an overnight flight. So I needed to sleep in order to be on this time schedule, and that did not happen. So we take off, and the cabin lights are on because the flight attendants had to walk around, and by the time they got around to like asking people if they wanted anything, it was probably 1 in the morning. I really just knew that I needed to sleep. So once I had gotten on the plane, I just tried to like find a comfortable position to sleep in, but that was so hard. I have a winter jacket that I brought with me because like I couldn't fit in my suitcase. And so I'm used to like taking off my sweater and my jacket when I get in the plane. But this plane was so cold, I had to wrap my sweater around my legs so that my legs weren't cold, and then I had to like get in my winter jacket, zip it up, pull my arms into like the body to like hold them close to me so I could stay warm. And then like because the cabin lights were on, I couldn't sleep because it was too bright, so I like grabbed the sleeve of it and like pulled it over my face like this, and then like put it against the wall and like leaned against the wall to keep it over my eyes so I could sleep. But I got some interesting video of coming over the horizon and getting the like, so when you come over the horizon, because the sun was already up over here, you could like see the sun. It was really interesting, so you guys saw that. And luckily this airport is bigger, so there's actually like restaurants that I can eat at, which is nice because I was so hungry. So that's kind of an update, and this is almost 20 minutes long, so I guess we'll figure out how I edit this. So then I get through TSA, I had breakfast. I was so hungry, so I had a Starbucks, I had a chocolate croissant and a latte. So I'll probably go to one of the actual restaurants. They have a lot of seafood here. I'm so tired. So after this plane ride, I just have a train ride into the city that I'm staying in. I'm just not feeling it. So this is getting really long, a lot longer than I meant it to be. I'll probably just put in some more shots of the rest of my travels, and then, yeah, so I'm gonna go. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces.